Hey YouTube world. Well, I went and had my first retightening with a local Sisterlocks consultant and everything went great. She said the health of my hair looks good. We did end up combining two locks. One was really, really small and she was concerned that in the future, once that lock thickens up, that it might be too heavy and have some breakage. So she combined two locks, but everything went fantastic. That was a 6-week retightening and it probably took me about right at 3 hours to get it done, which I love. And so this morning I'm coming at you just showing you how I have a more dressy event that I'm going to tonight. And so one of the things that the local Sisterlock consultant told me is that because I have very curly hair, y'all see how like I have a lot of shrinkage in my locks and I have a lot of curls. She was just talking about like with the bunching, when my hair is wet, just kind of like spread the locks out. And she was just saying that that will help with that. Now this, like this here, over time, when the locks are wet, now some of that is just because it's starting to expand because it's starting to lock in that part first. But she was just talking about how I can just gently start doing that. Like don't be nervous to put my hands on my hair and kind of do that when I see that happening. But she also talked about braiding my hair down more often to get it to stretch because that helps with bunching as well. And it also helps with when you have a really curly texture like mine, which is getting everything to just kind of lengthen out and not congregate in certain sections. So since I have an event that I'm going to later on tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and do exactly what she said. I'm gonna mist my hair, plait it down, and then I'm only gonna let it stay in the plaits for about 5 or 6 hours. So we'll see how it ends up turning out later. So you guys know I'm not big on braid outs. So I'm not gonna put it in a bunch of really small sections, meaning that this braid out probably will not last that long, which is fine for me. Y'all know how I roll. And so what I'm gonna do in this spray bottle, I just have water. I threw a little bit of witch hazel in there because I've been kind of itchy, so you guys can see kind of where, let me see. I'm trying to get on my tippy toes, so let me back up. This is about where my length is right now. But again, you know, I have a lot of shrinkage in my hair. And so what I do and what I'm going to do is just put some quick braids in it. And as you guys know, I don't get right next to my scalp because I can't stand it. Like I literally cannot stand a tight braid. My head will hurt. I'm kind of tender-headed. So what I do is I do the first couple of stitches and then you'll notice I stick my finger in there and I just make sure that I'm not right against my head because I don't want it to hurt. But then once I do that, like I actually like braid it tight from there. But I just don't want it tight, you know, up against my scalp. We've got these braids done. So we landed on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You'll notice that there are a couple in the back that are just out. These guys never really feel right when I try to put them into a braid, so I just leave them alone because I don't want to do the tension and I don't want to hurt them. So just know with your braid outs, if there's certain ones that they always just kind of feel a little funny or more sensitive when you're getting ready to pull them into a braid, just leave them out. When you do your braid out and shake it all out, it's going to be fine anyway. So now I just need to figure out how am I going to look presentable to go outside the house because it's Saturday and I've got some errands to run. So I'm just going to be gentle and pull these back. I'm cool with running around the Walmart in places like this looking just like this. Let's go run around for the next 6 hours and then I'll let you know how it looks later. Hey girl, let's take our little walk. Come on girl, let's go. Didn't I tell y'all that I was tender-headed? You gonna notice, look, I already took the little bottom braids out. When I tell you, I just can't. I cannot put my hair in any kind of little anything. So in that 30 minutes, hair is already down. And I just went ahead and just pulled the side ones back. We just dropped Hope off from being boarded. She's going to be in there for a couple of days because I'm getting ready to head out for a trip. Hubby's coming back from a trip, so Hope just needs somebody to take good care of her for the next couple of days. So I'm getting ready to run all the little errands that I need to knock some stuff out for the family as well as for myself before I get ready to head off to this trip. There are a couple of things that I will not travel without, and it's a couple of good hair clips if I've broken or lost the ones I already have. And I like to go as inexpensive as possible because I misplace those kinds of things all the time. So I'm here for a couple of hair clips, and I am here for a couple of snacks. It's ring inspection time. I need to head to Marshall's. That's my favorite little kind of like discount store because I found out that this meeting that I'm getting ready to travel to on tomorrow, that it's casual attire. So my ability to find some jeans off the rack that I don't have to get altered is always struggle city. So we'll see how this goes. Next errand, Marshall's. Oh, in case you're wondering, I pretty much only shop like maybe twice a year. I just buy everything I possibly can that fits and then move on with my life. Because I hate shopping. I like to look cute, but I hate shopping. I don't know. The jury's out on these. I think this little bottom situation is kind of different. I usually don't wear anything like this. And I probably won't be doing it this time either, but at least I'm considering it, right? At least I'm considering branching out. Y'all, I should have had my camera on. A lady rolled up on me in the middle of the checkout aisle, and she said, "Oh, your hair." I'm gonna tell you, if you want some attention, get some Sisterlocks because you're gonna get questions everywhere you go. It's always been really positive from what I've seen in my own life. Nobody's ever, been weird or anything like what you hear on YouTube. Everybody's just usually pretty curious about it. So we did that. We got our jeans. I think that's all I need to do right now other than feed myself. So I'm getting ready to head back to the house, get some reading done, and then I'll jump back on this video later so that we can see how these braids turn out and whether or not they're dry. This is the first time that I've ever given myself such a limited amount of time, so we'll see. Hey y'all, so there's never really enough time. I got to move fast. Let's get these braids out. To the touch, they feel like they're dry. I ran my little fan beside me while I took a nap earlier just to help keep that air circulating around me to help this hair dry. And earlier you saw where when I put a rubber band on the end, I really just spun it around one time because I don't want it to be hard to get these things out. So I definitely don't recommend putting rubber bands real tight. If I wasn't so insecure about whether or not it was going to dry all the way, I probably wouldn't have put a band on it at all at the end, just to make it that much quicker to get out. But I wanted to go ahead and do everything to the best of my ability since I knew that I was already pushing it by only giving my hair about 6 hours, 5-6 hours to dry. But as you can see, it looks like we're doing all right. I mean, to the touch, it feels fine. So yay, I must not have misted it, over misted it this morning. Here we go. And y'all, to the touch is dry, so yay. I did not over mist it this morning. So we're running our fingers through. And what I'm gonna do, I kind of want this side up out of my way a little bit. So from the front, I kind of want it to look like a little one side style. Okay, I just got one of these larger bobby pins. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna pin one more. Now this is a smaller bobby pin. I want to kind of adjust the way these locks are laying, so I'm gonna just use this to do it. Alright, that's it y'all. This gonna do. I'm gonna throw on some accessories and then I'm out. So it worked. It worked. Just don't miss too heavy. It was wet. I mean, I went ahead and really rubbed the water through, but I just didn't have it soaking wet. And it looks like 6 hours made it work. But I will tell you, I was cutting it pretty close. And had I not had that fan going during my nap, I might would have played myself. So that's what I learned on this one. Bye.